Maki erased the Zenin clan. Let's get into it. Video by I'm Kevin, nigga.
I'm tired of these niggas always online telling me Maki ain't about this, Maki ain't about that. She a fraud with Yuji and them. Never putting in no work. Shut the fuck up.
Dead ass
niggas
though.
Ain't no shit. All y'all motherfuckers talking about Maki ain't no hitter. Maki ain't this. Maki a fake. Shut the fuck up. Y'all don't live with that nigga.
I love the little echo voice effect.
Them niggas savages out there. If I catch another motherfucker talking sweet about Maki, I'm fucking beating their ass.
Alright. Damn, nigga. Okay. Shit, nigga, dead.
Today is a special day. I told y'all the next time you gonna see me is when that Maki episode dropping. Boy, I was not disappointed. Kev, why are you glazing Maki? Maki ain't do nothing.
You know what's crazy? A lot of people are hating on the episode. I got so many shorts talking about it. I personally, I thought it was pretty good, but I just didn't like the way they did the animation. Like, I really just preferred season 1 JJK animation, to be honest.
Kev, what does she do to deserve this praise? I see potential. If you need a financial advisor or someone to put your money into stocks, hit me up. Clearly, I understand long-term investment. I can proudly say I was a Maki fan since day one. I'm not a manga reader either, so I was in the mud fighting for my life defender.
You don't even read the manga?
Just wait. They're not gonna waste their character.
Nah, you a real one.
Especially after season 2, when we found out she is deadass just a woman version of Toji, I knew I had to be patient. And today, that patience...
we shouldn't call her a woman version of... Okay, she kind of is, but we shouldn't call her that because, like, it kind of diminishes like her achievement, you know? She surpassed Toji, and she will throughout the manga.
Paid off. Now, before we get to that, let's do a quick overview of the Yab.
And I hope you guys don't interpret that as a big spoiler, because we already know based on this episode she's equal to Toji, right? And well, as the manga goes on, there tends to be a power creep, or you know, the powers just go up, characters get stronger, so it shouldn't be a spoiler knowing that Maki, you know, surpasses Toji. If she's equal in this episode, and we still have a bunch more episodes till the series ends, you know?
So last week, it's pretty much explaining the rules of the Culling Games and what their next steps are. I'm gonna go over it to the best
this
of
shit
my
was
ability.
boring,
if
bro.
I get something wrong,
this
just
was boring.
correct me. So
everybody hated this episode, man. Just a bunch of rules and shit.
Kenjaku. His objective is to force the evolution of mankind throughout Japan. And the way he's trying to do it is by fusing mankind with Tengen. Why Tengen? Well, Tengen is the only one possible this plan can work with. She's immortal, been alive for over 1,000 years, and at this point is more closer to being a system than to an actual human being.
Yeah,
her role is regulating cursed energy throughout all of Japan using barriers. And everyone in the country exists within those barriers, within her influence. So getting to Tengen means getting to the entire nation. Now previously this wasn't possible. She couldn't just fuse with anyone. Similar to how Yuji is a rare being who was able to be Sukuna's vessel, Tengen also needs a vessel, the Star Plasma Vessel. However, the only person who is capable of being said vessel...
Toji... I gotta be honest, Toji's a psychopath for this. Like, murdering a high school girl, like, yeah, Toji's... It's so annoying, because it's like, we do love Toji, he's cool, he's an aura farmer, but like, you're going for hell. You're going to hell for this shit, nigga. You murdered not only a high schooler, but a girl too, bro. Like, what are we doing, man? What?
Got her shit blown.
You a man, you're not supposed to hurt women.
And it's been
what
12 years since then. Now she's able to fuse with someone other than the vessel. And whoever fuses with her now will become something more than a sorcerer. A whole new being entirely, and that's what Kenjaku wants. Now Tengen is able to keep her form as well as her sense of reason thanks to her barrier techniques. But that doesn't go for the other niggas. If she fused with all those people and even one went out of control, the world will end. She said because evil was spread to everyone instantly, there will be no boundaries between individuals. The impurities of 100 million would flood the world. Now, hearing that for the first time, I had no clue what the fuck she was talking about. Had to do a little research to make sense of that. So basically, her fusing with everyone would turn them all into one being, one mind, a single shared existence. One person feels hatred, everyone feels hatred. Betrayal, sadness, anger, fear, grief, all those emotions.
That's crazy.
Trying to write with nonstop pings, loops, and bops. That's
stacked up at one time. Now you may be asking, why now of all times? Why is Kenjaku doing all this right now? Tengen goes to explain that the Star Plasma Vessel, a sorcerer with the 6 eyes, and herself are all connected by fate, which is why the
Okay.
2 other times Kenjaku tried this, he failed. If he killed either one of them, new users will somehow appear when he tried to go through the plan. However, the 3rd time Toji was a factor. A man with 0 cursed energy, blessed with a heavenly pact,
Toji broke the
him
fate,
outside of fate's grasp. So when he killed the vessel, blew her shit smooth off, popped her Scalati, he disrupted the cycle, breaking fate. That single act is what made Kenjaku's plan possible, and sealing Gojo just gave him extra insurance. And the reason he started the Culling Games to generate a massive amount of cursed energy, pretty much preparing humans to be fused with Tengen. And remember how I mentioned there's a lot of rules to the Culling Games? Yeah, one of them prevents the game from ending.
wow.
But there's also another rule. If you get enough points, you can add an additional rule. So that means they have to participate in order to create a way out of the game. They also came here to figure out how to free Gojo. Tengen simply had a fucking back door to the seal that was used on him. Now, of course, you can't just open it and free him. The person with the front half is the one with the authority. You'll need to find something or someone, some girl named Angel who was also around since 1,000 years ago.
Hey, Angel was looking bad, bro.
Who can extinguish curse techniques.
I know a lot of the JJK fan base is simping, bro. They low-key, they just simp over any woman, bro. I'll be for real. Anime fans always simp as a whole.
Here's the game plan. Yuki and Choso will stay here to protect Tengen. Yuta will participate in the Color Games right away to gather some information. Megumi and Yuji will go see Akari, who I've heard so much about. Seen that nigga dancing at some point. But they need to find a way to recruit him no matter what.
Bro, oh my god, once Akari's dance gets animated, shit's gonna be funny as hell, bro. Goofy ass dance, goofy ass nigga.
Apparently, he's just as strong as Yuta. And finally, Maki will go to the Zenin house to get her cursed tools. That. Now get this.
Maki got an entire episode to herself just aura farming, bro. Cool shit.
Doorframe laughed it off and said, "I'm used to it." Used to what? What is he used to?
Why the volume so low?
6'7"? You're a fucking disgrace. Listen, I'm not trying to be a dickhead, but I'm gonna be a dickhead. You're pushing 40. What are you doing out there? I get this is your dream and all, but not everyone should have dreams. This is not for you. You're actually ass. That's one of the worst performances
And it feels bad because this is like, you can relate this shit to real life, bro. Like with anything you want to do. If you want to be a freaking singer, a rapper, comedian, just anything, bro. Like, yeah, you're gonna have haters, you're gonna have doubters, and you're gonna doubt yourself, bro. It's actually hell, man.
Ever seen in my life. I almost walked on that stage and slapped you for saying that bullshit. So this is Takaba, another one of those characters.
If you have like a strong willpower, you're just lucky, bro. I gotta be for real. Or you trained a lot, you know, to build up that willpower. But people just naturally have a lot of willpower. Like, be grateful, bro. And also understand you're lucky.
Who I always hear about, but don't know a single thing about him. Anyways, it's about time we get to the meat and potatoes. So she pulls up, and of course the first person we see is Naoya. This dude is carrying misogyny on his back. When you look up the word, his face pops up. He was like,
"Damn, you can't use Jujutsu, you can't see cursed spirits, and you're chopped. A triple whammy. What is your purpose?"
Just had to walk away, guaranteed nothing positive will ever escape his mouth. Then we get a little flashback of her talking with Megami, and she was like, "Look, you was made the head of the Zenin clan. Money, cursed tools, info on the big 3 all within your reach.
Yep.
It'll change how we move from this point on."
Bro, that scream scared the shit. Oh, man. Yeah, voice actor, I mean, yeah, they did hit that, but it was just like, this shit scared me when I was actually watching anime, because I'm like, what? Or at the very least, it shocked me, because like it was just a random ass scream, in my opinion.
We see Maki's mom yelling for her to come back. They're forbidden from going down to the armory. And I was expecting a regular size vault. That shit is a 20-story door. Locks and seals keeping it closed. You think the blaze of chaos...
Wait, am I tripping? Or does it low-key kind of look like the doors to enter like Aizen's chamber where he was locked up? Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe the art style just reminds me of Bleach in general. I don't know.
Door, locks and seals keeping it closed. You think the blades of chaos are inside that shit, the Infinity Gauntlet. But all she was greeted by was her dad, with her sister Mai bleeding out on the floor. Yo, this family is fucked in every which way possible.
I
And
show
he's only
speed.
doing this because earlier, the higher-ups put out a kill order on anyone who plots to free Gojo. So they're using this chance to strengthen their trust by killing Maki, Mai,
Bro, when you think about it, I show speed is like, he's one of the closest people to being like a real life anime character, bro. Props to him.
Megami. He already cleared out the vault, which brings me to question, how long was he standing here? Does the door just auto seal itself back up, auto puts the locks back on? Nah, cause now that I'm thinking about it, you had to make multiple trips. You wouldn't have this giant vault just for one weapon. So after you got done hauling everything out of here, you went back inside, closed the door, and just stood in the dark. Bro really think you're the final boss. But she walked in, not a single word said, pulled out that sword and was ready to...
Fuck. That do look good though.
Work, but not gonna lie, maybe he is the boss. Cause when that light went out, Maki broke his sword, so I was like, oh, he's ass. But apparently he's wielding a lightsaber.
Bro, I didn't understand that shit because like she broke the nigga's sword, bro. I still don't get how that works because you can't use cursed energy as a sword, right? Like, did he use his cursed energy to get extra reach or something? Like,
apologize for my outburst. I just seen my go get one tapped. And he was saying how he was supposed to be the clan leader, but y'all was so buns. His daughters were so buns that they just didn't allow it. So he chucks them into this room where he keeps cursed spirits.
Bro, it's actually wild, bro. This guy is too far gone, bro. Taking the lives of your own kids and their girls too, and their women. Like, come on, bro. Honestly, I'm not okay. I am saying it would be a little less worse than if they were men, right? If they were male children. It's obviously extremely bad either way, but if we're really getting into it, it is slightly worse since they're women. That's not me being a simp.
It's only a matter of time before they get devoured. But Mai made sure that wasn't gonna happen. See, her ability is constructing anything using her cursed energy, and she decided to make Maki a weapon knowing she'll die if she does. And the thing about being twins in this world is that Jujutsu doesn't see them as two different people. They're seen as one. No matter how hard Maki trains, the blood, sweat, and tears, none of it matters if Mai herself doesn't also want to be strong. So as long as she exists, Maki will forever be half of what she could be. The one thing she asks of her before she leaves is to destroy everything.
Zenbu. Koashite. Zenbu Koashite. Koashite. Destroy it all. Koashite. Zenbu.
Huh? What? My body remembers the fear I tried so hard to forget. Told you, I'll burn you to the...
Bro got one.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time.
That's sad, bro.
My goat has risen.
Oh, man,
took the top off that bitch ass nigga's head. Type shit that'll make a grown man cry. I've been waiting so long, so patiently for this moment. She goes up to the top floor dual wielding, and setting these little grunts is so disrespectful. 4 of y'all gone. Next. Wasting no time, just walk.
Call her Itachi Uchiha, my nigga.
You down. That one got his sternum caved in, head sliced, arm chopped, flips over with a double kill here. Enjoy that. Or are y'all just gonna keep coming in one by one? Come on, jump me. All of y'all at the same time. Let's make it interesting. And he's gonna come in doing all this extra shit. Fuck out of my face. No look double kill, and this shot right here is hard. I ain't never see a floor angle, but they changed it to black and white. Killed like 10 at one time. 2 more ran in, immediately decapitated, weave, broke the sword, chopped him in 2. She then tomahawked her primary, and that shit got jets on it. What? Stood in the middle, allowed the sword to do the work, but she said, hold on, y'all think it's safe up here?
No, please.
Massacred everyone upstairs, so she jumps back down, speed blitz like 20 of them, limbos the sword, giving them ankles. She's out here ice skating on blood. And I guarantee this guy stood back here for a reason. He didn't even have a sword.
Wait, no, didn't she spare him? Yeah, because what I realized is all she did was she used her hand to like, just hit him. Like, didn't this guy end up surviving low key? Because he never Because she never killed him, right?
Hand, no weapon of protection. He was about to play dead. She ain't given no chance. So
Oh,
she
shoot. So I missed it. What happened?
runs back into the crowd, took the boy's arm, cuts off his torso, and this dude got the most unfortunate death. You didn't even go out to the person annihilating your squad. You went out to the random pair of forearms she happened to chop off.
What the-
And then
Oh, that's so cold. I didn't even realize that shit. That's so fucking cold, bro. That's
she
horrifying.
proceeds to I don't even know what she did, but everyone in the room is now dead. Yo, did y'all kill her yet? Huh?
Great Neptune!
And this random old man was just in the cut, conjuring up some
Oh, my
spell, which
God.
frankly did not a thing. All these explosions, the giant hand, she gave not a single fuck. In fact,
Yeah.
she broke out of it with ease, got straight in his face. Now, these guys are considered the strongest sorcerers the Zenin clan has to offer, so finally, we have some comp. Psycho lied. She broke his sword and snatched his fucking throat out. And the
Ooh.
universe must really not like this guy. His
That was
broken
crazy.
sword came back, struck him in the back of his head. Anyways, on to the next. And I think she's
shit,
going
man.
for a world record. Is that the second throw she done snatched? Then
Oh,
the other guy uses
nah,
some
that's
gravity
crazy.
technique, but it don't really
That's
matter.
crazy. Hey, bro. Rappers, Kendrick Lamar especially, and his like that diss. But nah, rappers as a whole, they be saying we snatching chains and burning tattoos. Well, Maki, she's snatching throats, nigga.
She smiles
fucking
and
cold.
started forcing her way out of it. And this dude is taking his sweet time to hit her. The other guy was like, yo, what are you doing? Are you ore farming out there, nigga? Are you serious? This is not your episode. Shit,
Oh my
I don't
God.
even know your name. Our clan only exists because Toji allowed it. She's become exactly
I don't know if it's the dude's muscular frame, but he might remind me of like the final boss in like Aang Avatar the Last Airbender, like the Master Fire King, whatever his name was. Was it Iroh or was that the grandpa? I don't know. He reminds me of like the Fire Lord or whatever. I think it's just his frame or maybe just the way he's drawn, like his style. Not sure.
clan only exists because Toji allowed it. She's become exactly what we feared. Took the dude like 40 seconds, but he finally...
Bro, nah, this shit was cold, bro. I love when they do like like they had all these other punches around. It actually low-key this reminds me of like when Saitama was fighting Genos in One Punch Man, and you saw Saitama's red fist, and then it also said death. Like that one time that Genos and Saitama fought. Except this time it's multiple fists, of course. You know, when Saitama and Genos were fighting, it was just one fist, but it's just cool. It's a cool effect. Real shit.
attacked. Did some punch nuke, and bro over here was like, yes, you did it, man. You did it.
Nice.
She
Nope.
walked out holding his head, tossed that motherfucker
Yeah, nope.
into the river.
Nope.
And finally, Naoya
damn.
shows himself. I wanted her to beat his...
Naoya is basically just... He's Andrew Tate. Let's just call him Andrew Tate. Let's call him Sneeko. Let's just call him a red-pilled nigga.
his ass since the first episode, and map of my goodness, y'all cooked. Naoya is slightly better than I expected though. He won this exchange, and he was like, shorty, you are not Toji. You better calm all that down. But not gonna lie, it's a known fact. Your punches do no damage. Look soothing even, like a nice massage. All the damage you're doing is not from you. It's from the mountains you're throwing her into. Perfect evidence. What is she doing?
deadass.
Got thrown through everything possible, and she's out there enjoying the breeze, bro. Your ass. So she plants her feet, coming to a complete stop. Naoya is coming through at top speeds, blowing through mountains, thinking, ha, I know your game plan. You're trying to tank my hit straight on, as if I be that stupid. Yeah, like I said, your ass. I'll let the camera spin around a few times, make sure they get your good angle. And this may be one of the rare times we got 4 replays.
GG, man.
Usually it's 3, but half of his skull got crushed. And then she casually goes back into the house. Ma, yo, Ma, where you at? Now, she does get taken out too.
I didn't think she was gonna take her mom's life because I thought Maki was gonna be like, oh, Mom, I actually feel bad for you because you probably had a sad backstory or you probably dealt with sexism to the point where, you know, it infiltrated your brain. Like, I thought Maki was going to spare her mom. I was a little bit surprised at, you know, Maki, well, taking her mom's life.
But made sure Naoya wasn't getting out of this. So after that, the Gojo and Kami clan sent a proposal to the higher-ups to remove the Zenin.
Because, like, I thought the framing or Maki's mental, just framework was going to be her thinking that, oh, my mom was a victim of this, like, sexist, misogynistic jujutsu system. But I don't really care. It's whatever. I just didn't expect her to take her mom's life.
Clan from the big three. Let's go ahead and give that a round of applause. This might be my favorite episode JJK has ever produced. My fellow Maki defenders, let's all enjoy this day. Maybe fire up the grill. It's a special occasion. Until next time.
Alright. Yeah, it was a pretty chill video. And yeah, Maki erased the Zenin clan. Pretty good episode. I'd rate it like 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10.